Labour's autumn budget has garnered mixed reactions from trade bodies in the food manufacturing and bakery retail sectors. Concerns over wage increases were already being continually raised when the new government took office in July. Chancellor Rachel Reeves' announcement on the 30th October of further increases, including to national insurance contributions, left some associations profoundly disappointed, noting that it poses significant challenges for many of their members with a burden laid on industry. However, another welcomed the focus on a consistent, long-term approach to tax and regulation. Following on from detailing the impact of some of the key changes on various bakery firms, here is the response to the UK budget collated from trade body organisations. Andrew Pine, Chief Executive, Federation of Bakers. Continued investment in the bakery sector, one of the UK's largest food manufacturing sectors, is key to UK's food security and critical for delivering the nation's daily bread. While we support the government's commitment to invest in fundamental areas like the NHS, the budget delivers a disappointing result for our industry. The tax rises through employer national insurance contributions sees a burden laid on industry, which for the sector like bakery, employing tens of thousands of people, will mean an additional rise in business costs. This will ultimately impact opportunities for future investment and growth, reduce resilience and impact the costs to consumers, making food price inflation an ongoing issue. We will continue our dialogue with government to secure investment to make our industry fundamentally stronger and more resilient, all whilst continuing to deliver the nation's daily bread. Karen Deere, Chief Executive of Craft Bakers Association. The CVA is profoundly disappointed with the Chancellor's budget announcement, which underscores a troubling lack of attention to the needs of small businesses and employers. The craft baking industry, as a responsible employer, is committed to rewarding its employees and maintaining sustainable wage levels. However, the government's failure to acknowledge the implications of the 6.7% wage increase through the national living wage, coupled with staggering 16.3% increase for employees aged 18 to 21, presents an untenable challenge for the crafts baking industry. Additionally, the rise in national insurance contributions from the 13.8% to 15%, along with the reduction of the thresholds for national insurance payments from £9,100 to £5,000, will significantly increase operational costs for business owners. These changes threaten to result in job losses and, in some cases, business closures. The reduction of business rates relief from 75% to 40% and the proposed changes to employment rights further illustrate a lack of understanding of the vital role small businesses play in our communities. Bakery businesses are essential for maintaining vibrant high streets and local employment. Unfortunately, the increasing financial burdens imposed by this budget will diminish their capacity to contribute to our daily lives, leaving communities without essential hubs of activity. Furthermore, the new restrictions on agricultural property relief (APR) and business property relief (BPR), which will be limited to a combined cap of £1 million starting in April 2026, with only 50% relief available thereafter, will significantly affect many of our members and the producers they collaborate with. Additionally, the effective inheritance tax rate of 20% on AIM shares, coupled with the limited 50% relief, further exacerbates the challenges faced by all stakeholders in our industry. While we acknowledge the increase in the employment allowance from £5,000 to £10,500 for smaller businesses, which will provide some relief from the national insurance increase, it is clear that this budget fails to adequately support the small business sector. The CVA will be meeting with the Department of Business and Trade and DEFRA later in November to ask that the government reconsider its approach and engage in meaningful dialogue with the Craft Bakers Association. Leslie Cameron, Chief Executive of the Scottish Bakers. The budget announcement poses significant challenges for Scotland's bakery sector. We are pleased that many of the smaller businesses that make up our sector will be protected from the national insurance rise because of the decision to double the employment allowance. However, the increase in employer national insurance contributions for larger businesses adds a substantial financial burden on top of already escalating costs. Rising prices of raw materials such as butter and other essential ingredients are already impacting profit margins. The compounded expenses from these bakeries that are integral to our local communities and economy will make them more vulnerable and less available to invest in. Such an outcome would hamper the Scottish Government's strategy for economic growth. We urge Scottish policymakers to recognise the unique pressures faced by the bakery sector and place this at the heart when making difficult policy decisions, particularly around rates relief and support for training and automation. Supporting the diversity of bakeries we have in Scotland is essential not only for preserving jobs, but also for maintaining the economic and social impact of our sector. Jim Bly, Director of Corporate Affairs and Packaging for Food and Drink Federation. Driving investment and growth is critical to ensuring the continued success of the UK's largest manufacturing sector and protecting the nation's food security. So we welcome the Chancellor's focus on a consistent, long-term approach to tax and regulation, which should help unleash the growth potential of the food and drink manufacturing industry's 12,500 businesses. As a critical advanced manufacturing sector, we stand ready to work with government to make the most of this support. Boosting investment in research and development will help the industry to create jobs, drive innovation and grow export opportunities, resulting in a stronger industry that underpins the nation's food security. Tech Adoption Programme expanded. As part of its autumn budget announcement, the government is to spend £16 million on expanding its Made Smarter adoption programme to all 9 English regions in 2025 to 2026. The decision will mean hundreds of thousands more SME manufacturers, including bakeries, will get access to technology advice, leadership and skills training, as well as grant funding for digital internships and technology projects. These interventions will boost productivity, growth, create new high-value jobs, and decarbonise SME manufacturers across the country, noted Made Smarter. The programme was launched in the Northwest in 2019 and subsequently extended to the Northeast, Yorkshire and the Humber, the West Midlands and East Midlands. It has engaged with 2,500 manufacturers and funded 379 tech projects to date, Studio Bakery and Chandley Ovens being 2 recent examples. Such investments in technology and people are said to be helping to grow the economy by £267 million over the next 3 years. The programme has proven that by offering businesses specialist advice to help them select the right approach, level of investment and tools for their business, they can grow and build resilience, commented Donna Edwards, Director of Made Smarter's Northwest Adoption Programme. I am delighted that the government recognised the impact that Made Smarter is having on the digital transformation of such a vital sector of the economy. While we await further details on the funding package, the commitment to a national rollout is a major positive to emerge from a budget which promises to rebuild Britain and puts UK industry at the heart of that change. Flatbread specialists Befree and Deli Kitchen have launched new wraps into supermarkets, including a gluten-free option and one inspired by a popular bagel seasoning, respectively. The new soft white wraps from Northern Ireland-based gluten-free bakery supplier Befree are currently in Tesco and Asda stores at £2.70 for a 4-pack. The company noted that they provide maximum softness whilst being sturdy enough to be rolled with any filling without breaking, an issue with other gluten-free wraps. High in fibre and protein, the wraps were developed by Befree's food tech and NPD teams and feature natural ingredients such as apples, peas, carrots, sweet potato and chickpeas. They are produced using state-of-the-art equipment at its site in Crossmaglen, County Armagh, which is said to be the largest dedicated gluten-free flatbread facility in the world. According to Sakana data, 52 weeks ending the 13th of July 2024, Befree accounts for 55% of total gluten-free flatbread sales in the UK, including pitters, wraps and naan breads. We've created a product which breaks the mould of gluten-free bakery food, commented Befree CEO Alex Murphy. Never compromising on taste or quality, we're dedicated to offering alternatives that combat the stereotypes of gluten-free food. Crafted with a precise blend of plant protein, fibre and starches, each wrap is baked to perfection, and the result is the best gluten-free wrap on the market, surpassing the quality of all competing products. The gap between gluten-free and conventional bakery has been significantly reduced in recent years, with manufacturers continuing to invest in the space to capitalise on its growth despite the elevated cost of production, resulting in higher price tags. Warburton's in particular has launched a raft of new gluten-free products in recent months, such as its stuffed pitters, which went on to win the Free from Bakery Products of the Year category at the recent Baking Industry Awards 2024. Deli Kitchen is another brand looking to add innovation and attract new shoppers to the wraps category, now worth around £183 million. Its new Everything Wraps, £1.75 for a 6-pack, have hit the shelves of Sainsbury's stores nationwide. Based on the seasoning for Everything Bagels, reported to have amassed over 82.4 million posts on TikTok. The wraps feature a combination of garlic, onion, poppy, flax and linseed seeds, known to also boost digestive health. They're described as perfect for breakfast burritos or a BLT, providing the seasoned base for a more creative yet quick and easy breakfast, lunch or dinner. In October, Deli Kitchen rolled out new high-protein wraps, flatbreads and banana pancakes. The brand is owned and manufactured by Signature Flatbreads, which earlier this year announced plans to invest £150 million to increase capacity and expand its product range. with more than 500 jobs expected to be created at its 500,000 square foot site spanning multiple units across Chiltern Park Industrial Estate on the outskirts of Dunstable. Greggs has teamed up with celebrity chef Nigella Lawson to celebrate the launch of its Christmas menu for 2024. As part of the collaboration, domestic goddess Lawson stars in the food-to-go retailer's new advert, where she is glimpsed returning home to a London townhouse, which is decorated with a traditional Christmas tree decked in Greggs baubles. Affectionately known as the Queen of Christmas, she also declares in the advert that it is her favourite time of year, before tucking into a Greggs festive bake. She also enthuses over a rapturous right flavour and succulent filling as she looks at the camera. Commenting on the collaboration, Lawson said, "As a long-time fan of Greggs, and especially their sausage rolls, I'm thrilled to be collaborating with them to celebrate the return of the iconic Christmas menu. Greggs brings joy wherever and whenever you choose to enjoy it, and I'm delighted to be sharing this with the nation this Christmas." While the advert confirms the return of the festive bake and vegan festive bake, Greggs has also revamped its menu with new additions, such as a festive flatbread and toffee fudge muffin, among other bakery items. It has also revamped its drinks range with a mint hot chocolate and mint mocha available alongside the orange hot chocolate and gingerbread flat whites. Greggs is also celebrating the run-up to Christmas with a brand new Greggs champagne bar found in Fenwick's Food Hall in Newcastle. Open until the 31st of December, diners will be treated to Greggs menu items paired with a range of in vogue condiments as well as cocktails and champagne. The festive bake is back. It features a crumb-topped pastry filled with pieces of chicken, sage and onion stuffing and sweet cure bacon covered in a creamy sage and cranberry sauce. Priced from £2 or as part of the savoury bake deal from £2.85, available in shops nationwide from Thursday the 7th of November. The vegan festive bake, made with a new and improved recipe. It sees puff pastry filled with savoury flavour corn miso protein pieces, sage and onion stuffing balls, and vegan bacon, finished with a cranberry and red onion sauce. Priced from £2 or as part of the savoury bake deal from £2.85. It's available in shops nationwide from Friday 8th of November. The Christmas lunch baguette. As the name suggests, this grab-and-go feast sees the elements of Christmas lunch stuffed into a baguette. There's chicken, sage and onion stuffing, sweet cold bacon and cheddar cheese, all slathered in a cranberry and red onion relish before the whole thing is finished with the onion gravy. Priced from £3.80 or as part of the hot sandwich deal, with wedges and any drink from £4.95. It is currently available. The festive flatbread. Those looking for a lighter option can feast on the festive flatbread. Part of the balanced choice range, it has sage and onion style chicken mayo, sweet cold bacon, and a tangy cranberry and red onion relish, all wrapped up in a soft and warm flatbread. Priced from £3.50 or as part of the hot sandwich deal, with wedges and any drink from £4.95. It's currently available. Toffee fudge muffin. This new arrival to the Greggs Christmas menu comprises a toffee flavour muffin with toffee pieces, topped with a swirl of toffee flavour frosting, from £1.50 or as part of the sweet deal with regular hot drink from £2.85. It's available in shops nationwide from Thursday the 7th of November. The chocolate and hazelnut flavour donut. This donut is packed with a chocolate and hazelnut flavour filling, then topped with white chocolate flavouring, icing and pieces of honeycomb coated in milk chocolate. Priced from £1.35 or as part of the sweet deal with a regular hot drink from £2.85. It's available as of now from Thursday the 7th of November. And the Christmas mini caramel shortbreads. Nothing says Christmas quite like a fancy biscuit, according to Greggs, which is why it's brought back its Christmas mini caramel shortbread. It's made with a cranberry shortbread biscuit topped with caramel and white chocolate and decorated with a festive flourish. It's available at currently and it's priced at £2.15. CSM Ingredients Group has published its third annual sustainability report highlighting progress made in 2023, including responsible sourcing and ethical business practices. The business, which comprises bakery supplier CSM Ingredients as well as Italian ingredients firm High Food, said it recognises the importance of aligning production and procurement processes with principles of environmental and social responsibility in order to realise its vision of becoming net positive. Former CEO Aldo Alva, who stepped down from the leadership role a few months ago, previously revealed plans to reach 100% renewable energy across all operations by 2025. In 2023, the group sourced 62% of its total electricity consumption from renewable sources, with 95% of this amount certified with guarantees of origin. With headquarters in Luxembourg, CSM Ingredients runs 8 production facilities located in the UK, the Netherlands, Germany, Italy, Tunisia and China, as well as 4 innovation centres across Europe and a global open innovation hub in Tel Aviv. It managed to direct 73% of its total waste toward recycling, recovery or reuse during 2023, with significant strides made in packaging too. It scored an 87% recyclability rate for both primary and secondary packaging, and collaborations with suppliers led to the utilisation of paper containing 62% recycled content. Another key aspect of CSM Ingredients' sustainability approach is a focus on responsible sourcing of raw materials such as cacao, cage-free eggs, and palm oil. Having joined the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO, in 2021, the company sourced 74% of its palm oil last year through RSPO mass balance or segregated certifications. Meanwhile, 55% of cacao purchased in 2023 was certified under Rainforest Alliance. CSM Ingredients leveraged technology and innovation to develop healthier, more sustainable ingredients with Magic Glaze, an egg-free wash for bakery goods, included in its NPD launches of 2023. The business also updated its supplier code of conduct last year to ensure values of environmental sustainability, human rights and product safety were extended throughout its supply chain. It became an active member of the Supplier Ethical Data Exchange, SEDEX, as well as helping to identify, prevent and address risks and impacts in its value chain. Finally, for the people pillar of its three-pronged Thrive for Impact strategy, along with plant and product, 32% of the new hires at CSM Ingredients were individuals under 30 years old, who mostly replaced retirees and helped give new perspectives to the business. 2023 has been an important year for CSM Ingredients Group's sustainability journey, as it has allowed us to keep on building our Thrive for Impact strategy through a data-driven approach and an even broader governance, commented Enrique Sata, Chief Human Resources Officer and Sustainability at CSM Collective. Indeed, in 2023, we concentrated our efforts in building up a strong baseline to set our mid and long-term targets, as well as redefining our strategic priorities and ESG governance within the company. Furthermore, by equipping our people with the tools, policies and guidance to be able to make a positive impact daily, we are staying true to our commitment of promoting a corporate culture where sustainability is a fundamental part of our way of working. The latest annual results for the UK arm of CSM Ingredients showed a £1.4 million loss for 2023, despite sales rising to £54.2 million, a 5% improvement on the previous year. This was said to be down to significant increases in materials and energy prices. The Food and Drink Federation has launched new guidance to help food manufacturers to reduce allergen-related incidents and recalls. Titled Allergen Recall Prevention, the guidance sets out key considerations for food manufacturers, in particular small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, to follow in order to prevent, manage and investigate food allergy incidents. It outlines each step of effective allergen management so that they can be integrated into existing food safety management procedures to prevent allergy recalls. It also highlights the processes that should be followed for each of the four main causes of allergen incidents, which are incorrect declaration of allergenic ingredients when an intentionally used allergen is not declared or is incorrectly declared, for example, isn't in English. Mismatch in product and packaging. When the packaging doesn't accurately represent the product inside, for example, a product in the wrong packaging or using the incorrect label. Incorrect free from allergen claims. When a free from product in fact contains the allergen either as an ingredient or a contaminant, and not declaring unintentional allergen presence. When may contain hasn't been declared on the label as required. With a detailed overview of each scenario, the document provides a clear breakdown of their causes and steps to prevent them from happening again, making it a valuable resource in the prevention of allergen-related recalls. The Federation also highlighted the significant commercial impact large-scale recalls can have on food manufacturers, particularly smaller businesses. The guidance was developed in collaboration with experts from across the FDF's membership and with support from the Food Standards Agency. Effectively managing food allergens properly throughout all production stages is important to prevent cross-contamination and to ensure allergen information is present and provided accurately. However, we are aware that things sometimes go wrong during the manufacturing process, and this may result in a food incident, explained Darren Whitby, Head of Incidents and Resilience at the FSA. The FSA is typically notified of and manages around 300 allergen-related incidents each year and recommends businesses carry out risk assessments to establish how and why the problem came about. This new guidance published by the FDF helps companies to identify the underlying causes to help prevent future incidents and improve food allergen management systems. There have been several bakery items recalled this year, owing to a variety of reasons. Most recently, Tesco recalled mince pies due to possible dry glue contamination. Several wrap and sandwiches were also recalled earlier in the year due to possible listeria risk, while biscuits made by Dalesford Organic were recalled in January due to possible presence of moth larvae. The Nero Group is continuing its expansion by adding another brand to its portfolio as it acquires London-based coffee business FCB Coffee. FCB was founded in 1998 when it opened its first kiosk in London. The business has developed over the years and now has 11 locations in travel hubs across London and the South East, including Blackfriars, Brighton, Guildford and Woking. It provides what is described as a specialty coffee offering, with coffee supplied by East London-based Plot Roasting. FCB also offers a food menu including vegan coconut porridge, smoked bacon ciabattas, cakes and pasta donatas, to name a few. The Nero Group said the acquisition will bolster its travel and transport business and means it now has more than 50 locations in train and underground transport hubs in the United Kingdom. Overall, the group has 790 stores in the UK and more than 1,100 stores across 10 countries. Its portfolio includes Cafe Nero, Cafe One, Harrison Hall and Aroma, as well as the recently acquired Nottingham-based coffee brand 200 Degrees, which was bought as part of Nero's ongoing mission to develop premium specialty coffee brands. The business was sitting in the number 5 spot as part of British Bakeries Market Report 2024, around 400 stores fewer than Starbucks in the number 4 position. The mix of its portfolio has shifted, with the number of Coffee One sites increasing but Harrison Hall's numbers decreasing in 2023, after an agreement between the Nero Group and Tesco came to an end. "I'm very pleased to bring FCB into our group," said the Nero Group founder and CEO Jerry Ford. "Its stores offer commuters in transport locations very high quality coffee. This is part of our strategy to provide customers with premium coffee, no matter where they might be. As the coffee market develops, we continue to be focused on the premium specialty coffee category." The acquisition comes shortly after Starbucks Coffee Company acquired franchisee 23.5 Degrees in a move which significantly expanded its company-owned footprint in the UK. Entries are open for the Farm, Shop and Deli Product Awards 2025, the annual competition that showcases the best products within the specialist food and drink sector. Running for the 4th successive year, the awards form part of the long-running Farm, Shop and Deli Show, which takes place at the UK Food and Drink Show at the NEC, Birmingham from the 7th to the 9th of April 2025. They are organised in partnership with The Grocer, a sister publication of British Baker, under the William Reed portfolio of media brands. The awards are judged by an expert panel consisting of leading farm shop and deli retailers, prominent wholesale buyers and industry professionals, including British Baker editor Amy North and deputy editor Dan Wiley. They are open to products including sweet and savoury bakery items, which are sold in farm shops, delis and other specialist food retailers. Entries are accepted in the 5 categories, which are ambient food and drink, chilled food and drink, deli over-the-counter items, frozen food and drink, and non-food and drink. Products are not compared to other entries within the same category. They are instead scored on their own merit. Entries cost £100 and will close on Monday the 27th of January 2025. They can be submitted via the dedicated Farm Shop and Deli Product Awards website. Each year, we are thrilled to present our panel of expert judges with outstanding products from across the independent specialist retail sector, offering brands a unique opportunity to elevate their market presence, said Georgia Regali, Head of Communications and Exhibitions at William Reed. We also look forward to welcoming visitors to the Farm Shop and Deli Show in April 2025, where guests can engage with the winning brands and products that will emerge from this year's awards. Several bakery items were awarded gold at the 2024 awards, including a sticky toffee slump cake and caramel shortbread made by Cakehead, a sausage roll and plant-based spicy empanada from Jumpers, and Orkney Heritage Beer Barley, chili and cheese oatcakes made by Stockhand's Oatcakes. Warming flavours, chocolate galore and new twists on festive favourites are among the new products Aldi has rolled out for Christmas 2024. There are savoury mince pies, butterscotch Christmas puddings and a sweet tear and share bread among the new products to be rolled out. The Ultimate Gold Coin. Described as Aldi's most indulgent dessert to date, the specialty selected Ultimate Gold Coin includes a rich chocolate ganache and biscuit base, topped with sweet blonde mousse and oozy caramel encased in a smooth milk chocolate shell, all dusted with a show-stopping gold finish to give that gold coin effect. This is priced at £6.99 for 478 grams, and it's available from the 21st of December. The Marble Roulade. Back for Christmas 2024 is the specialty selected marble roulade, but this time it comes in new flavours. The salted maple and pecan variant has marble brown sugar, meringue with a salted maple sauce, filled with British caramel cream and pecans, while the Black Forest version sees marble chocolate meringue, sold with a tangy cherry sauce and whipped British cream. Priced at £4.49 for 425 grams, and it's currently available. A gingerbread and butterscotch Christmas pudding. This spiced Christmas pudding is laced with cider and topped with roasted almonds. For added indulgence, it has a decadent butterscotch sauce centre which oozes out when served. Aldi is also serving up a maple and orange Christmas pudding, which combines the sweetness of maple syrup with zesty orange, as well as a burnt caramel and rum pudding, which is said to have a deep, smoky caramel flavour and a tasty twist of rum. This is priced at £8.99 for 800 grams or £9.99 for the second version for 800 grams, and the final version is £4.99 for 400 grams, which is currently available. A posh prawn toast. Part of the specially selected range, these mini prawn-filled sandwiches are topped with sesame seeds and served with a ponzu dip. Priced at £3.99 for an 8-pack, and it's available from the 1st of December. Sweet caramelised biscuit and cinnamon tear and share bread. Embracing on-trend and warming seasonal flavours with a tear and share format. This brand features a caramelised biscuit crumb and caramel drizzling sauce for an added spot of indulgence. Aldi also has a savoury tear and share bread in the form of a garlic dough ball tree, which is covered with a smooth garlic thread and sprinkled with parsley. Priced at £2.99 for 377 grams or £2.99 for 260 grams. Available from the 6th of December. Bao buns. These bao buns are packed with a choice of hoisin duck or sweet and sour veg and come in adorable reindeer and present designs. Priced at £3.99 for a 6-pack, available for the 6th of December. Caramel panettone pudding. Aldi is bringing continental flair to Christmas celebrations with this specially selected dessert, which marries the light, airy texture of traditional Italian panettone with a rich, silky caramel sauce. The unique shape helps distribute the sauce. Priced at £6.49 for 450 grams, it's available now. Triple chocolate sponge pudding. Described as a dream come true for chocolate lovers, this specially selected pudding features a rich chocolate sponge infused with chocolate chips and drizzled with a luscious chocolate sauce. Priced at £6.49 for 450 grams, and it's currently available. Mini Star Bites. Part of the Let's Party range, these mini Star Bites come in chocolate or sticky toffee sponge variants, complete with a matching sauce and white snow for decorations. Priced at £3.49 for 280 grams, and it's available from the 6th of December. Rainbow veg parcels. Seasoned layers of spinach and broccoli, roasted butternut squash and braised red cabbage with a rich mushroom and cranberry duxelle are hand-wrapped in golden puff pastry. Priced at £4.99 for 450 grams, and it's currently available. No Beef Wellington. Returning for this year is the vegan-friendly No Beef Wellington. It features a no beef centre topped with a rich mushroom duxelle and hand-wrapped in vegan pastry. The brand new vegetarian brie and butternut Wellington is also available. Priced at £4.99 for 440 grams, and it's available now. The Ruby Port Fig and Cheese Puff Pastry Mince Pies. Aldi is tempting customers with savoury mince pies this year. They've made with an all-butter puff pastry with a blend of cheddar and tart cheese, filled with a Ruby Port Fig and Pear mincemeat. Priced at £2.59 for a 4-pack, and it's currently available. Maple and pecan mince pies. All butter pastry is packed with caramel flavour filling and a pecan and toffee flavour sponge topped with maple buttercream, finished with gold sugar crunch and a sugar dusting. Also included in the specially selected range are the whiskey, fruit and almond mince pies. Priced at £2.25 for a 4-pack, and it's currently available. And caramelised apple crumble mince pies. These treats combine caramelised apple with classic mincemeat, all topped with a spiced crumb for a new take on mince pies. There are also Millionaire's crumble mince pies filled with salted caramel, chocolate and hazelnut filling, and decorated with a sweet dusting. Priced at £2.59 for a 6-pack. Available now. Unite the Union has stepped up its action against Bakkavor in the ongoing dispute over rates of pay at its site in Spalding, Lincolnshire. Union members at the production facility have been on strike for 6 weeks, having walked out on Friday the 27th of September after rejecting a proposed pay increase of 7.8% to the lowest paid colleagues and 6.4% across all other grades. There is some dispute about the number of employees on strike. Unite claims it to be over 700, but Bakkavor insists it's around 450, while noting that there are 700 members of Unite at the site, with not all of them taking part in the industrial action. In total, there is a 1,400 strong workforce at the location. The union has now taken a fight for fair pay to Reykjavik, Iceland, where it lobbied Bakkavor's biggest shareholders, August and Lyda Gudmundsson, who collectively own just under half of the company's shares. Supported by the Elfing Icelandic trade union, protests took place across the Icelandic capital earlier on the 6th of November, including at the homes of the Gudmundsson brothers, the headquarters of their holding company, and at a film school owned by August. "We have come to Iceland to demand that the Gudmundsson brothers use their influence to secure fair pay for Bakkavor workers in Lincolnshire," said Unite organised Claire Peden. Unite members in Spalding feed Britain. "They work long shifts in tough conditions and just want to be able to earn a living and support their families. Unite will not relent in our dispute with the company." However, Bakkavor has hit back in a bid to set the record straight. The firm said it has offered colleagues a discretionary £350 per person bonus, in addition to the proposed pay rises, to try and resolve the strike. "It is now clear to us that it is becoming increasingly difficult to resolve this dispute with Unite and get people back to work anytime soon," said Donna Maria Lee, Chief People Officer at Bakkavor. "We've engaged the union in discussions since the start, and our CEO met with them recently out of a genuine desire to resolve the issue." Lee highlighted the above-inflation pay rises and bonus and criticised Unite for its activities in Iceland, when the real task for them is to settle a dispute in Spalding. "It takes both parties to engage, and whilst we have sought to resolve the issue, I met with the union this week, and it is clear that Unite has little interest in moving forward with the situation at Spalding, and is intent on lobbying publicity and politics rather than solving a strike that they called for." Bakkavor CEO Mike Edwards highlighted the union's right to campaign, but said the company's responsibility to be fair and sustainable for the long term. "Pay deals need to be fair to colleagues across Bakkavor's 21 sites, which produces desserts, pizza, bread, salads and more," with Edwards adding that the firm believes the offer proposed is entirely fair based on the context in which we are operating. "Our offer of a pay rise and bonus to Spalding colleagues has now gone to a union ballot, and Unite are recommending their members reject it. If this happens, we'll be at an impasse, a failure to agree, and we'll work to find a way to offer the increases to rates of pay and the bonuses to all colleagues at Spalding on an individual basis. If accepted by individuals, this will see new rates implemented, back pay processed, and bonus paid before Christmas, which is what the majority of our Spalding colleagues want." Kepak Group has acquired Preston-based food-to-go specialist Summit Foods for an undisclosed sum. With annual revenues of £24 million and a team of 200 employees, Summit Foods is an established player in the UK's convenience sector. It produces a wide range of on-the-go options, such as sandwiches, wraps, subs, toasties and paninis, for the retail and out-of-home markets. This includes Snacks on the Go, which is Summit's exclusive brand for Booker, as well as the East St Deli range of hot sandwiches and the Snackster range of fresher for longer items. Summit Foods will continue to operate from its current base in Preston, with no immediate changes to its operations, branding or customer offerings. The leadership team from Summit will remain in place for a 6-month transition period to facilitate a smooth transition. Irish food company Kepak, which specialises in meat and counts rosters among its brand portfolio, plans to leverage its existing distribution network and market expertise to support future growth for Summit Foods. This acquisition strengthens Kepak's position in the UK's growing food-to-go and micro-snacking market, which is valued at £6.8 billion. It added that it remains focused on delivering business as usual for Summit's customers and employees. In the immediate future, the two businesses will work to align operations and explore potential synergies, particularly in the areas of product development and distribution. This acquisition aligns with our growth strategy, developing our presence in the UK, convenience and out-of-home food channels, said Kepak Foods CEO Brian Farrell. Summit's portfolio of fresher for longer sandwiches, chilled and frozen meals and snacks complements our existing micro-snacking offerings and allows us to deepen our presence across these markets. Software firm Cybake has published a new white paper designed to help retail bakers and food-to-go operators maximize sales and reduce waste, titled Making the Move to a Digital Production Planning Tool. The white paper is aimed at operations directors who have responsibility for in-store food production, as well as those involved in continuous improvement, digital transformation, or information technology. It draws on the experiences of businesses that have implemented such tools, as well as retail bakery experts. The paper, according to Cybake, is intended to help operators navigate the switch from paper-based or Excel-driven planning tools, including what to expect from one, how best to implement it, and the potential rewards of doing so. Cybake also explores the potential barriers along the way, including resistance from store managers. Despite these sophisticated technologies used by food retailers, many still rely on largely paper-based spreadsheet systems to organise in-store food production, said Cybake Operations Director and white paper author Martin Coyle, adding that it provides useful insight for anyone looking to deploy a more efficient digital planning tool to drive sales and improve product availability. availability in their stores. There's often a desire to get to grips with this part of the retail mix, especially as bakery and other freshly made foods provide such a valuable halo effect. Difficulties over development, self-compliance on priorities, however, often impede progress. Co-op Lands installed the Cybake ISP software to plan and manage in-store sandwich production across its entire retail estate. Sandwiches account for around 30% of the bakery chain's sales, and prior to the adoption of a digital planning tool, Co-op Lands head office said it had little control over what or how many sandwiches each store made. Previously, it was pen and paper. We'd go into shops and a manager would have forecasted an order based on last week's sales. So you would have 150 managers producing a forecasted order. Then you might have an area manager that disagreed, so they would go in and change it. Then you might get a regional manager that went in and disagreed again and changed it again, explained Carol Hay, Central Operations Manager for Co-op Lands Bakery UK. Now, Cybake has centralised orders and we encourage area managers really not to touch the system. The business trialled the tool in 5 control shops to get some analysis before it was rolled out to the rest of the estate. As a result, sales of the Co-op Lands Grab and Go range have increased by 15%. Co-op Lands is now exploring how to use Cybake to automate its shops orders from third parties to replenish sundries like cans of drinks and other items such as packaging materials. If it's not already in Cybake, we're looking at moving it into Cybake, says Carol. We couldn't manage the business without it now. Losses at Allied bakeries have been much reduced thanks to improved sales and operational performance, according to owner Associated British Foods. In its latest results for the 52 weeks ended 14th of September 2024, ABF said the improved performance versus 2023 was also partially a result of a significant increase in marketing investment. Allied Bakeries produces a range of bakery products under the Kingsmill, Sunblessed and Allinson's brands. It also encompasses Cybake, which specialises in own-label baked goods, such as muffins and mince pies for retail and food service customers. Overall, ABF grocery sales were up 4% in constant currency to £4.2 billion, and adjusted operating profit was up 17% to £511 million. Strong margin improvement was also noted and attributed to an easing of input cost pressures. Strong performance in the US-focused businesses and Allied Bakeries improvement UK businesses, including Allied Bakeries, Silver Spoon and Ryvita, account for approximately a quarter of the above grocery sales. Turning to the ingredients division, ABF reported a 2% increase in actual currency, resulting in a revenue of £2.1 billion. This was driven by a strong performance in yeast and bakery ingredients business AB Mauri. ABF is also driving growth through acquisitions. It acquired Aromix, a specialist blender of baking ingredients based in the UK, and Mappo, an Italian manufacturer of premium frozen baked goods, which the business said underpins the growth potential for Scoricella bakery products. Notably, it is also investing in the manufacturing capacity for Nigella, which specialises in premium Italian sourdough flatbreads in Bradford. George Weston, Chief Executive of Associated British Foods, described the year as one of very strong financial and operational progress. We delivered a substantial improvement in profitability, excellent cash generation and strong returns as a result, consistent multi-year investment and return to some normality in our markets and supply chains. He said, our food businesses delivered good growth and strong profitability this year. We are benefiting from an easing in input costs, as well as our increased investment in marketing, strong commercial execution and good product innovation. Weston added that the business believes its long-term patient investment approach will deliver strong returns and create value for stakeholders. Cookies and cream bagels, cola bottle Jaffa cakes and sourdough crackers are among the bakery items that triumphed at the Grocers New Product and Packaging Awards 2024. Taking place on Friday the 8th of November at Wembley Stadium, the awards celebrate innovation across FMCG. More than 400 products were entered into this year's awards, leading to a short list of over 200 and culminating in 44 category champions being crowned. Products are judged individually with a champion crowned in each category, and gold, silver or bronze awards also given. Categories include store-cupboard, savoury cakes and biscuits, and bread and baked goods. The fact is, a lot of the shortlisted products here today are doing stuff own label simply cannot do, or certainly won't do until brands do it first, said the grocer editor-in-chief Adam Leyland. Developing and picking up on new consumer trends, supporting and stimulating category interest and growth Bread and baked goods category champion, New York Bakery Co. edition cookies and cream bagels. This limited edition product tapped into demand for permissible treats. It proved an instant hit, with sales reaching £881,000 9 months after launch and social media abuzz with praise for the bagels. Each one packed with rich cacao cookie pieces and a subtle vanilla undertone. Other products to be recognised in this category included New York Bakery Co.'s limited edition blueberry bagels and Baked Earth Bakery's garlic and coriander naan bites. Cakes and biscuits category champion McVitie's Jaffa Cakes Cola bottle Jaffa Cakes. McVitie's ventured away from fruit flavours for the first time in its history with a cola bottle variant aimed at driving penetration among younger shoppers who were seeking innovative and unique flavour combinations. The result was a Moorish product with a lingering and pleasant aftertaste, said the judges, who loved the brand's choice to venture into new territory with a nostalgic flavour profile. Gold, silver and bronze awards were given out in this category, with Jaffa Cookies from the Bakehouse, Trek Power Biscoff and McVitie's Gold Digestives among those to be recognised. Store-covered savoury category champion Peter Yard's Oregano and Olive Oil Sourdough Crackers. These oregano and olive oil sourdough crackers were created to replace an underperforming line in Peter Yard's existing range. Each batch uses a sourdough starter, that is, when then fermented for 16 hours, to introduce a subtle flavour, before being rolled, dusted with rye flour and baked. Each cracker had a refreshing taste and aroma, according to the judges, with the individual herbs used all subtly coming through and the high percentage of olive oil delivering the perfect snack. Other savoury crackers were among the products to receive accolades in this category, including Jacob's Mature Cheddar and Caramelised Red Onion Bites. Pool UK is targeting further expansion in the southeast of England, having announced Zath Holdings Limited ZHL as its new franchise partner. ZHL will open at 10 stores over the next 5 years, bringing the Pool brand to key locations in the area, with the first store targeted to open in 2025. Established by Arif Zivraf in 2017, ZHL owns and operates food and restaurant brands, including over 27 Pizza Hut UK delivery units, as well as PF Chang's in central London, of which it holds the exclusive rights to develop across the UK. Zivraf has over 35 years of industry experience. In addition to Pizza Hut and PF Chang's, he has previously operated multiple brands, including KFC, Starbucks and Subway. He has also served on many franchise boards and is currently chairman of the Pizza Hut UK Franchise Council. Commenting on the partnership, Pool CEO Julia Powell said the business was delighted to welcome Zivraf. His experience and knowledge will ensure the brand's credentials and quality are maintained as we bring Pool to a wider customer base as stores are developed across the southeast. Zivraf added, at Zath Holdings, we firmly believe that choosing the right brand to partner with is a fundamental prerequisite for long-term successful growth. When you combine the quality of an international brand like Pool with a franchisor team that isn't authentic and passionate about its brand today, as it was when it was first founded, you get magic. Pool currently operates 32 stores, trading under the Paul and Paul Le Caf brand in and around London, from which it serves authentic French products made from premium natural ingredients. Franchising forms a key part of its growth strategy. At first, franchise partners, father and son hospitality duo Graham and Matthew Allen, took over the business Oxford store in 2022 and opened a location in Reading earlier this year as part of a plan to open 10 sites over the next decade. Improving product quality, store refurbishments and reducing costs have been on the agenda for the wider business over the past year, after Pool UK posted a loss after tax of £863,000 for the year ended 31st of December 2023. Cakebox has a confident outlook for 2025 after continuing its positive trading momentum in franchise stores into the first half of its current financial year and improving online sales. In unaudited H1 results for the 6 months ended 30th September 2024, the egg-free cake specialist posted group revenue of £18.7 million, reflecting 4.3% growth compared to the same period the previous year. This was said to be driven by increased volumes from the 20 stores opened the previous year. Pre-tax profit leapt 16.3% to £2.8 million, with gross margins rising to 53.8%. Due to continued efficiencies in production processes and the change to accounting for the National Marketing Levy income, which was implemented in August 2023. Cakebox added 7 new stores over its latest half year, including entering new locations such as Crewe, Greenwich and Lichfield. These brought its total franchise estate to 232. The company said it was confident of exceeding its target of 25 new locations by year end, following a £700,000 purchase of land for the expansion of its Bradford depot, as well as a £400,000 investment in the Cakebox Hub. The company's integrated IT platforms, Cakebox reported net cash of £5.6 million. Cakebox also unveiled over 50 new product designs and innovations during the first half, such as the 5-strong cake range made in collaboration with Nutella, the Lemony Layers collection, and the new Kids Cake collection. Among other H1 operational highlights listed by Cakebox were marketing initiatives and achievements, including launching its Cake Club customer loyalty program, increasing its website views by 40% year-on-year up to £2.2 million, growing its subscription database by 40% and SMS database by 48% up to 517,000 and 269,000 respectively since beginning of the year, increasing its online sales by 16.6% year-on-year with 120,000 new customers online, and increasing brand awareness by 8% to 48% year-on-year. During the first half of the year, we delivered strong growth across key financial metrics and expanded our customer base, resulting in double-digit increases in profits and dividends. Commented Cakebox CEO Shak Chamdal, "We have seen continued growth in online sales as well as brand awareness. Our store opening programs is gaining traction with 14 new franchise stores opening in the year to date compared to 10 by the same date last year. This has been achieved in collaboration with our external property consultants, and this success gives us confidence in exceeding the store opening target set for the year," he added. Cakebox noted that trading has continued improving since half year end, with total franchise sales 9.9% ahead in October 2024, on those sales increasing 23% and like-for-like sales up 4.0%, compared with the same period in the prior year. It said it was on track to deliver a full-year performance in line with market expectations. Kent-based frozen food supplier Field Fare has rolled out 8 new bakery items for the cold months ahead, which is said to offer a fresh take on the UK's much-loved flavours. Among the savoury meal makers unveiled are 2 types of roulards aimed at either meat lovers or vegetarians, a pair of puff pastry parcels filled with fish and seafood, plus a roasted vegetable tart. On the sweet side, meanwhile, are a chocolate orange brownie, a Bakkavor blondie, and a Belgian chocolate tartlet. The new lines have been added to the Field Fare's range, now comprising 96 premium products, including its best-selling all-butter croissants, Yorkshire puddings, and cinnamon swirls. Of these, 88% are sold loose and individually portioned out of freezers at Booths supermarkets, premium farm stores, centres, and convenience stores, including Central England Co-op. Beef, horseradish, and cheese roulade. Making for a simple yet stylish supper, this flaky puff pastry swirl combines hand-selected prime beef, red fox cheese, and a hint of horseradish. Priced at £5.49 for 200 grams. The sweet potato and goat's cheese roulade, a vegetarian puff pastry swirl featuring a blend of creamy goat's cheese, spinach, roasted sweet potato, and a little kick of chilli. Priced at £5.49 for 200 grams. The smoked haddock parcel. This golden puff pastry parcel is filled with smoky haddock, herbs, spices, and a sweet and tangy pot red currants, all brought together in a creamy sauce. Priced at £5.49 for 300 grams. Salmon and prawn parcel. A seafood lover's dream, comprising the succulent prawns and salmon in a creamy spinach sauce, delivered in a golden puff pastry parcel. Priced at £5.99 for 300 grams. A rustic roasted vegetable tart, a hearty vegetarian dish with a rainbow of roasted Mediterranean vegetables and a rich tomato sauce encased in a basil and polenta pastry base, priced at £4.59 for 335 grams. A chocolate orange brownie. Tapping into British nostalgia, these squidgy squares of rich dark chocolate are layered with a juicy orange jelly, priced at £2.79 for 115 grams. A Bakewell blondie. Another classic treat, this blondie includes a layer of raspberry jam and a toasted almond topping, priced at £2.79 for 130 grams. And the Belgian chocolate tartlet, a mini version of Field Fare's rich Belgian chocolate torte. This vegan dessert is baked on a nut and date base, priced at £3.49 for 135 grams. The Food and Drink Federation is calling on the government to create a £4 million fund to support investments from small businesses in healthier product innovations. Companies, including bakeries, are looking to reformulate their recipes to meet rising demand for products with reduced sugar, salt and fat content, non-HFSS, or added inclusions of fruit, vegetables and fibre. However, the FDF noted that many businesses, particularly those of small and medium size, which make up 98% of the firms in the sector, do not have the in-house expertise or financial resources to undertake this specialist R&D or research and development. Such support has been already provided for 80 SME food suppliers in Scotland over the the past 5 years as part of the Scottish Government-funded Reformulation for Health programme. This has helped remove billions of calories and tons of fat, sugar and salt from popular products like butteries at the Haim Bakery. FDF Scotland recently launched a new £50,000 funding round called the Healthier Food Service Fund, which focuses on products for out-of-home consumption. The FDF asserted that expanding the successful programme in Scotland with a £4 million fund for the rest of the UK would help more small businesses access the vital support they need to develop healthier recipes, grow their businesses and drive investment in local economies. Broadening the eligibility criteria of research and development, tax credits for larger food manufacturers to offset the significant upfront costs required to invest in product reformulation would support further healthier product innovation, added the trade body. In 2023 alone, UK-based food and drink manufacturers spent more than £160 million developing healthier options for consumers. This resulted in FDF members' products contributing 33% less salt, 25% fewer sugars, and 24% less calories to the grocery market when compared to 2015. Additionally, the FDF's Action on Fibre initiative has manufacturers helping make high fibre choices more accessible to consumers, providing an additional 190 million servings of fibre to the UK population in 2023, equivalent to 207 million slices of wholemeal bread. The call for government funding was made at FDF's Innovation for Healthier Diets tasting event in Parliament on Monday, the 11th of November, which shone a spotlight on the work of UK manufacturers to facilitate healthier diets. Among the products served was cake with sugar-reduced content. In her speech at the event, FDF Chief Executive Karen Betts noted the task of making existing food brands healthier is complex, requires significant investment and can take many years to get a new product from concept to sale. With just £4 million, the government could establish a support scheme for small and medium-sized businesses across the UK. She said, "This carrying out this important work to improve public health while enabling them to access critical advice and practical support." The House of Lords Food, Diet and Obesity Committee recently published a report titled Recipe for Health, a plan to fix our broken food system, which included recommendations that the government introduces a salt and sugar tax and ban all adverts for less healthy food. Consumer demand for little treats has boosted sales at Mr. Kipling owner Premier Foods. The manufacturer's sweet treats division, which includes Mr. Kipling, Cadbury cakes and own label, saw sales rise 2.2% to £124.6 million for the 26 weeks ended 28th of September 2024. This was driven by branded revenue, which increased 6.1% to £105.7 million, while non-branded revenue fell 15.1% to £18.9 million. Premier Foods attributed the decline to a combination of contract exits in fancies and consumers switching to brands. Overall, the division delivered a contribution of £11.7 million in half year, slightly down on the £12.1 million delivered in the prior period. Margins were slightly lower due to elevated cacao prices, it added. Premier Foods sought to support its brand's growth with sharper promotional points across both the Mr. Kipling and Cadbury cake ranges. Brand investment for the former continued through the period with the piano TV advert, while new product launches included Signature Collection chocolate and caramel layer cakes, indulgent loaf cakes and strawberries and cream fancies. Signature Bites also continued to perform strongly, with revenue more than doubling. Mr. Kipling is also performing well overseas. It delivered strong growth in Canada thanks to increased distribution, which means it is now available in over 1,000 stores across 2 major retailers. In the US, the momentum is focused on driving rate of sale on current distribution for the brand. In Australia, Mr. Kipling will benefit from new product launches in the second half, Premier Foods noted. CEO Alex Whitehouse said Premier Foods has delivered another really strong branded performance, underpinned by double-digit volume growth. Headline revenue, which includes the recently closed Charnwood and Knighton manufacturing sites for the group, increased 4.6% to £498.7 million, with brands accounting for £444.7 million of this. Non-branded revenue, meanwhile, fell 10.4% due to low margin contract exits, as well as consumers switching from own label products to branded ones. This demonstrates the success of our proven branded growth model, which was also supported by sharp promotional pricing. We gained both volume and value market share, outperforming the market as many consumers switch into our leading brands from own label. As inflation has begun to ease and shoppers are starting to feel more confident, we've seen consumers treat themselves more, helping sales of both Mr. Kipling, Signature Bites and Ambrosia Deluxe more than double in the first half of the year. Whitehouse added that there are exciting plans to place across all of Premier Foods brands in the second half, with Mr. Kipling's signature mince pies benefiting from expanded distribution. The business is also expected to see revenue growth from its UK branded core, extending it into new categories, overseas expansion and M&A activity or mergers and acquisitions.